ITB, has been very dismissive towards what is the most important actor in this debate, what's the most important thing in this debate, which is the people who are the most vulnerable, the people who are living in conditions where they have no other choice. Most of Audrey's speech just talks about micro-level issues. I expect more micro-level issues coming from Fahri, unless in the next speech, because that is what is more important, right? Okay. Secondly, I like the counter. There are many contradictions that they make on their side, right? They champion that people should fight against these externalities. They give lots of examples of people being able to do great things, but they've never acknowledged that these people who do great things also benefit from lots of externalities, right? The person who won the UDC was also rich, and he probably had a lot of coaches that other people did not have access to, right? One great person, he became great at the expense of a lot of people who did not have the same privilege as him, right? Therefore, they cannot work under the assumption that everyone can always succeed, yet they also concede that people have talent, right? And number two, something that they also did not understand about our case, right? We're not saying that people are not going to be able to do any long-term commitment, right? I was very dismissive towards Tony's point about how persevering and committing are both two different things, right? In the case of perseverance, you are doing something that is causing you great suffering and is due to externalities. But when we are talking about commitment, usually you are not under the same degree of suffering, and it's usually based on something that you have made a contract beforehand, right? Usually, when people are persevering, that means they're facing something they did not expect to face when they were doing this thing, right? Different from when you commit to something. You already expect that there is a risk, and we feel that committed people are still able to commit under our side, right? It's illogical to assume that under our side, suddenly, the moment that people get sad, we do something else, people get sad, we do something else. That's not the world that we want, right? That's not the world that we portray, but that is the world that they think that we want, and their benefits and their hearts can only run under that world, which is not the world that we want, right? Three clashes in this debate, right? Number one, there's a clash regarding fairness, right? Is it fair to instill a culture of glorifying perseverance, right? Firstly, I'm going to talk about the micro level, right? In debating, they say it's unfair because they're going to make debating game just about talent, right? We don't see why this is unfair. Why is it unfair? When someone, for example, like me, gets told that as long as I keep on debating, I'm suddenly going to be as successful as Kusha FM, yet I've never been told that the reason why someone like VM was successful is because he had an earlier start than me. These are things that I can never gain the advantage of. I cannot have the same school as VM, I cannot have the same debating coach as VM, I cannot, because I was only exposed to debating at a university level, and I'm already inherently late, and I've already did lots of opportunity cost when I could have invested my time into actually doing things that I am actually talented at, right? They seem to believe that everyone has ultimate potential to do anything, right? Yet we believe we have a more fair characterization of how people truly are. We feel that no, there are no such people there are no people with zero talent like George said, right? We feel that everyone has their own unique talent, everyone has their own right to self-actualize, and we are now living in a world where the options are very, very free, right? But people are living under this illusion that the moment that you stick into something, you should always stick with it 100%, you should always give your all and you're going to be great, right? This is actually toxic, and this is actually an illusion that we want to eradicate from the minds of people, where we want to say that just because you've already invested in a certain thing and you've already made some cost towards that thing, this does not mean that you should continuously do that thing, right? We're going to eradicate the illusion of some cost by making people believe that even though I've already invested a lot of time and maybe I see that, oh, turns out this thing that I'm doing, I'm never going to achieve the success I target because of externalities. Okay, I can just do another thing, right? And people will not have the guilt of failing, because on our side of the house, the moment that we do not glorify perseverance, the moment that these people opt out of this thing and opt into another thing, he will not be considered a failure, right? He will not have the pressure of society telling him that you did not perceive strong enough, that is why you're never going to be a world champion debater, right? No, what the narrative is going to be like on our side is, okay, it's okay if you don't be a world champion debater, find something else that you can do, right? Number two, I'm going to talk about the benefits they claim are going to happen on their side, right? Firstly, they say that on their side that people are going to continuously do long-term things, they're going to continuously self-evaluate themselves and make themselves better, right? we feel that these benefits are marginal. Why? Because they're continuously going to self-evaluate, but they're self-evaluating on the wrong things, right? They're going to continuously try to make their skills more better, make their debating skills more better. When, for example, no matter how hard you try to make your debating style better, the way you talk better, you're never going to have the same accent or the facial features of a white Caucasian. Therefore, you're always going to continuously be subjected to bias out of your control, right? If you go, for example, to international community, international competition, right? We feel that what is the point of you constantly self-evaluating yourself, self-correcting yourself when the problem was not you to begin with, right? This is the main problem on their side. They seem to believe that the only reason that you are failing is due to yourself and due to you not realizing your full potential, right? We feel that on our side of the house, people will self-evaluate better because now the focus of their self-evaluating is not that whether or not how can I best preserve more, how can I best endure more, but they're actually going to start looking backwards and think that maybe this isn't something for me to begin with, right? And just start something new, right? Number 3, I'm going to talk about the most important class, which is the macro effects this is going to have, right? Grace came into the debate saying that on our side, on their side of the house, movements such as LGBT are going to be only exclusive to their side, because only on their side people will do long-term things and people will persevere, right? We feel that we agree. The example of LGBT is something that happens because people persevere. But we need to remind you guys that we actually feel that that is not enough, right? Why? Because even though there are movements such as LGBT, the fact is, even in the most progressive countries, the United States, there are still people who are anti-against LGBT and so on and so forth, right? Which is why we actually feel that current status quo is not enough, and this actually gives an urgency for us to do more radical changes. And radical changes can only happen when people just don't want to persevere. But the moment that we erase the culture of persevering and embrace the culture of actually fighting against these externalities, don't just persevere with the pain, but actually ask yourself that maybe this pain is something that should not be here at the very beginning, right? This is the reason, the culture of, this is why Lucy's point becomes very important, right? Because the culture of persevering actually entails that people be content, right, with the pain, and people be okay with the fact that they are suffering a lot of pain. This is the reason why, even though the pay and productivity gap is so high, the productivity of the human race is very high right now, but the pay has been the same as it has been in the 1960s, and people are content with it because self-help books, motivational speakers, and even companies forcefully endorse the concept of you just having to have persevered and not actually question the bigger things in the system. We feel that this leads to more people being more critical on our side, because now they will not just question how can I persevere better, but they will question whether or not the system actually allows me to do things that is in my control, right? We give more control, more liberty over people. That is the better value that we uphold. We're very proud